Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, The Consent Illusion, Why Privacy Ethics Demand More Than a Cookie Banner. Every website on earth greets me with a cookie banner now. Are we actually more private or just more annoyed?
More annoyed. The banner is theater. It's a bouncer at the door of a club that's already been robbed, waving people through so long as they nod.
Let's back up. What is consent supposed to be, technically?
At its core, consent is permission, a customer telling you what data you can collect and what you can do with it. The law, like Europe's privacy rulebook, says it has to be freely given, specific, and informed.
And in practice?
In practice, most firms treat it as a compliance checkbox, a legal box you tick so nobody sues you. They optimize the banner to get the highest accept-all rate, then walk away feeling clever.
What's wrong with a high accept rate? Sounds like a win.
It's a win the way eating your seed corn is a win. You get a good harvest today and nothing next spring. Those accepts were coerced, people clicking the big green button to make the pop-up go away.
So the number's inflated. Why does that hurt me later?
Because coerced consent is brittle. Regulators are auditing not just whether you asked, but how. France's data authority has fined companies for banners where refusing was harder than accepting. Google and Amazon took hits north of 100 million euros for exactly that design trick.
That's the regulatory cliff. But you keep saying consent is a strategic asset. Unpack that.
Think of it as two different assets. One is defensive, permission that survives an audit. The other is offensive, a customer who genuinely wants you to have their data because they get something back.
Give me the offensive version in the real world.
Sephora. Their loyalty program is a consent machine dressed as a rewards club. You hand over your skin type, your purchase history, your preferences, willingly, because the recommendations get sharper. That's declared data, information the customer types in on purpose, not surveillance data you scraped while they weren't looking.
But declared data is thinner. People lie or leave fields blank. Isn't tracking just richer?
Richer and rotting. Third-party cookies, the little trackers that follow you across other people's websites, are basically dead in most browsers now. In 2026, Safari and Firefox killed them years ago, and Chrome's spent the last 2 years dismantling them. If your whole model rests on watching people you don't have a relationship with, you're building on sand that's already washing out.
So the firms clinging to tracking are the ones racing toward that cliff.
Precisely. And here's the number that should scare them. A Cisco privacy study, vendor data, so take the polish off, found roughly a third of consumers have already switched providers over data practices. That's not a fine. That's churn, customers walking, and it doesn't wait for a court date.
Devil's advocate, isn't ethical consent just a slower, more expensive way to collect less data?
You collect less, but it works harder. A permission a customer actively gave predicts behavior far better than a click they made under duress. Patagonia doesn't have a bigger database than fast fashion. It has a database of people who trust the brand enough to answer honestly. That trust is the thing that survives the next regulation, and there's always a next regulation.
How does an exec tell which camp their company is in right now?
Look at who owns consent internally. If it lives in the legal team, you're playing defense, treating it as risk. If marketing and product own it, you're treating it as a relationship. Same word, opposite strategy.
All right, one thing my listener can do Monday morning, what is it?
Pull up your own consent banner and try to refuse. Time it. If saying no takes more clicks than saying yes, you've already told me your strategy. And so has the regulator, who'll read it the same way.
A bouncer, seed corn, and a stopwatch. That'll do it.
Set the stopwatch. The number won't flatter you.
Done. Want to know where you actually stand? Take the CMO self-assessment at mba-training.com.